If you've got those attributes, you've got a sales leader, because I think notoriously, if I think of all different departments in an organisation, I think sales must be one of the most difficult to manage. Apart from the fact that a lot of them are remote for a lot of the time, they're also doing their own thing. They're working in silos, which can happen in other departments, but not to the same extent. So what are the key, if you were saying a sales leader in their first 100 days, apart from their own attributes, what are the things that they've got to kind of nail down in order to make sure that they can run that team well?
That's a great question. Yeah, the first 100 days. I'm just trying to think, if I was put into that position, what was the first things I'd do? Well, I think I actually would, first of all, step back and look at what is the existing sales strategy. Do we have one, first of all? And are we clear on where we're going and why we're trying to get there? Because I think if you don't get that tied down pretty quickly, it doesn't have to be finalised, but you need to have some clarity on where are we trying to take this sales team and direction. So I'd probably start there. Then the next thing I'd be doing is getting really close to the salespeople themselves, getting out with them. Just get out with them in the field, because you've got to get that personal. How good are my people? You've got to see them in action. I think you cannot sit behind a desk just looking at the numbers and the ratios. That won't be enough. They're important, but it won't be enough. So first of all, I'd want to get out with them, get to know them as human beings, get to know how do they motivate themselves, how do they plan their own activity, what are they currently doing, and are they good at it? So lots of time out in the field. With that, I think you then have a platform to say, right, I now know where we're trying to take the operation. I now know the people I've got in my team and how effective they are and where the gaps are starting to formulate in my head. Now I need to put in place a proper structure for personal sales planning, get everyone on the same page, get everyone inspired towards where we're going to head to, and then start the rigor of, plan my time as, right, I will spend X amount of time coaching. I often say if you're a field-based, if you're a sales manager of field-based salespeople, you probably should be spending a minimum of 60-65% of your time out with your people. So you should be out, not sitting flying a desk. You should be out there. And the rest of your time, is doing that analysis piece around, are we still on the right strategy? Are our tactics working? Looking at the ratios, looking at the data, what it's showing you. That's the rest of your time. That's 30-35% of your time. But the rest of it should be out in the field, potentially helping your team to win business. Because ultimately, most sales directors are under high pressure to hit those numbers. The business is depending on it. So they need to get there fast. And as I say, that will all be about strategy and people.